That's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And look at this, right away a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory, because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Counter play with Jacobs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, past the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give it one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Back to Walker on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
19. 18 ready.
Here's Huntley. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, Huntley. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Huntley to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh will send on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
The quarterback run, good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, here's Walker. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Walker now on first and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. And Walker once more. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 7.
Deputy Ranger. 19 sight, not Warrior 70.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Huntley. He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw. Huntley. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Taylor. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come 19! Come 19! Come on! Hey!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Back in 60! Trap 60! Trap 60!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Huntley. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Right. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors, 70. Buffalo 18. Set, triple, set, let's go.
To throw on second down, Huntley. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Come 19! Come 19!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
79 Broncos.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. and now it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. A good pickup there, a 22. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Jacobs. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Second and 11. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The throwing window's get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now. The NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Nice move with the 40. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Huntley. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Huntley. He completes this to Walker. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards. Do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Huntley. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Here's Huntley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneers. Come 19! Come 19!
Now Huntley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody.
talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for